All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Monday afternoon, evening, morning. I don't think anybody's here still morning time, but how's everybody doing? All-time highs. We're going to talk about all-time highs today. Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and other cryptos as well. All-time highs and how important that is to hit an all-time high. Yeah, and why is Bitcoin hitting all-time highs and alts are just kind of like, we'll just hang out. We're just going to hang out for a while. We'll let Bitcoin do its thing. There's a few of them running. We got some XRP, ETH, not doing bad. Aave, Link, others. So we'll explore some of those. What's moving and what isn't? Doge isn't moving. Doge is just going sideways. Doge going sideways. We're going sideways. Some people complaining, oh, Doge, it's dropping. It's dying. It's dying. It's going to zero. And I'm like, zoom out, dude. Zoom out. It is sideways. Sideways for a month. But that means it's going to drop. It's not going with Bitcoin. Guys, you don't know how Dogecoin works. And I'll show you. Not even me, because I've been saying it a lot, but even some other articles are saying the same thing KrissPax has been saying about what Dogecoin needs to actually move up. So I'm not worried. Doge just hanging out, going sideways, volume ticking down. That's okay. That just means the pump is going to be bigger when it comes. That's what that means. The pump is going to be bigger when it comes. But we did have Bitcoin. I mean, look at the Bitcoin just swooping up higher. Came and hit a new all-time high of 107,826. 107,826 this afternoon. Here's how that looks on the hourly chart of a nice tick up. And then Bitcoin said, okay, that's good for now. We'll wait for Kriss's live and then we'll go for it again. So here we are, ready to go again. Because last night on the Sunday live stream, that's right. For those that weren't here, I did have a Sunday live stream and we watched Bitcoin on Sunday night hit a new all-time high, which was up here at 106,500. And we thought, wow, that's pretty cool. Pushed right up to a new all-time high, settled back down overnight. And then this morning, pushed right back up into early afternoon, new all-time high. Is this going to do the same thing again? We shall see. Doge, sideways. Just going sideways, taking its time. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. I'm going to zoom back into the 15-minute chart so we get a little more of what is happening right now, Doge and Bitcoin. First, I do want to call out Harry. Yes, Harry gifted 2 KrissPax memberships to the early crew. That's right, Harry and the early crew. So we had 2 in the early crew gifted new memberships to the KrissPax channel. Thank you, Harry, for your generosity. Thank you very much. DZ is bullish on the consolidation. Nice. ETH, yes. Not really a breakout, but positive movement in ETH. Wouldn't really call it a breakout. And XRP tried to, but then started pulling back. We will look at those. Yeah, and the Sunday live stream, we did look at the weekly candles, and we had a nice big red one to end the week. And now we're actually kind of working on a second red weekly candle now. Kriss doesn't like that. We need to have that green come right back up to show positivity. So Yeah, we'll need to keep checking on that. So what else is going on with you guys before I get into the news? November was the rip. December is dip sideways. Well, we're only halfway through December, so there is more to go. Disappointing, lackluster, Dogecoin not even close. All of that is true. All of that is true. But what do we know about Doge? When it runs, it runs. The Wooden House asks, when is Doge going to run up? We'll talk about that. We will talk about that. I've been meaning to ask, with Doge hovering at 40 cents, BTC taking new highs, what's your thoughts on why we are pinned at 40 cents? Haven't had that catalyst yet. It's a catalyst. We'll talk about catalysts in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Daydream says you should buy more Doge. This is financial advice. Because we go moon. Can't wait for March and April. How is Doge going to be $2? Happy Mondays there, Raiden. How are you? Polygon, Matic. I don't know, pups. I'm not a fan. No. No. And I know you're probably just trolling here. So, Bruno, cool it. Bruno, cool it. Okay, 5 more. You're done. Cool it. Bruno, I can see you. Praying for tax-free profits on US coins. That would be awesome. That will be awesome. Again, that would be United States based companies is what that is. United States based companies and their cryptos. So still recovering mentally from the pullback. It wasn't that bad though. It really wasn't that bad. So, and we recovered. We came down to what, 38.7 on Saturday, and now we're at 40. So, yeah, this morning we were down to 39.2. We went up to 41.2, and now we're at 40.2. It's not bad. That's not bad. We're going to have positivity. Yes, we will. Positivity. I love it. You put $5 into Pepe? Awesome, Jay. You're going to be a gazillionaire with that Pepe. A gazillionaire. Everyone's saying Doge is doing bad. Just waiting. Patience. So, yeah. You got to get through all this crap. Blah, 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 blah. I don't really follow XRP, Karthik. So what the high is, I mean, $3, $4. I don't really follow it. Sideways to the moon. Hey, Tony, how are you? Peak is consolidating. Yeah, we'll check on Peak a little bit as well. We will do that. You bought some 38-cent Doge a few days ago. That's not bad. GGK says, I've seen the future. Everyone is here now. We'll be rich someday. Sunhawk is not worried. The so-called Michael Jackson thinks that I'm selling you dreams. I'm not. I'm just looking at the charts and telling you what I see. I do the news of the charts. I tell you what I see. I have no control. SPL is calling out Litecoin. Litecoin will do all right. It just doesn't go on as big runs like Doge can. So, Yep, the Doge BTC pairing chart, exactly, because Bitcoin went up to new all-time high and Doge was just going sideways. Yep. Derek just dropped $500 split between Algo, Jasmine, and Sui. I'm just telling you the coins I like. The crypto I like after Doge and Bitcoin, Algorand, Jasmine, Sui. That's all I say is this is what I like. That's what I like. But it's not baby Doge. When do you think Doge will break out? When are we going to get a catalyst? Alex, I live in Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts. Harry, also a Jasmine fan. So we'll get back to you guys. Doge price prediction. No, not yet. I still have 69 cents at the end of the year. Doge extends losses despite Bitcoin rally to a new all-time high. Doge price fell below 40 cents on Monday morning. Doge trading volume has declined by $14 billion since December 6th, hitting a 4-day low of just $5.29 billion on Sunday. In the derivatives market, Doge open interest also declined, signaling increasing disinterest among short-term traders. So yeah, that is like the attention is not on Dogecoin right now. Volume ticking down, Doge kind of going sideways. The interest isn't there yet. And so we wait. Doge has been struggling to find new buyers. And that is true. And that's why we're kind of hanging out. It's been a month now, kind of up and down between like 38 and 47 cents. Doesn't always go up. And we've been saying that. It goes up and then it goes sideways. And that's what we've been doing. So what could be keeping Doge down? Do we have a flaring geopolitical crisis? I don't think so. We got drone sniffers and missing nuclear material. What? U.S. government is not saying. I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, it's not going to be like a crashing of the whole crypto market here. I do not see that. But while Doge has been going sideways, Bitcoin has headed in the opposite direction. During that period, BTC has led the crypto market resurgence with a 14% rally, hitting a new all-time high of 106,648. And then after this article was posted, Bitcoin went over 107. So Dogecoin demand wobbles. So what is going to happen with Doge? And when are we going to break out of these sort of bearish catalysts? Do we have bearish catalysts? I don't know. I think it's just attention is elsewhere right now. That's all. Yeah, so spot trading volume came down. Open interest is down because people want to get quick money. They want quick moves, longs or shorts. Personally, I don't care if open interest goes down because then you got a bunch of people longing, doing leverage longs, and that leads to big wicks down to take those out. So yeah, 35 cents could be a psychological support. We will be looking for that. And a rebound above 40.5 cents could invalidate the bearish outlook, with bulls reclaiming control, setting sights back to 47 cents. So how come Dogecoin is not following Bitcoin's rally? And in this article, it's pretty much the same kind of stuff that we just talked about from the other article. But they just all of a sudden turn to, is Doge all-time high possible this cycle? 73 cents, as we've said, from May of 2021. Is it a distant target? We're like 2/3 of the way there. So I don't know. Seems to be okay. there was a Dogecoin resurgence, and how can that new resurgence, more interest, more buying come? It requires a catalyst. That's how Doge trades. And I've been saying this again and again and again. Doge needs a catalyst. The last one was the election, November 5th. That was the type of positivity that Dogecoin particularly needs to run up. When's the next catalyst going to be? Well, we're 36 days, some odd, until the inauguration day. And that's what I've been pointing to is inauguration day. I still think we're going to have a Santa rally. Right now, it's not looking like it's going to quite get Doge up to 69 cents. But I can still hope for that. I can still hope for 69 cents. Again, Dogecoins. Significant price movements have been driven by sudden surges in retail interest, often sparked by social media trends or rumors, such as potential use cases like payments on X. So there was this rumor about X payments, maybe starting by the end of the year. We asked Grok yesterday during the live stream, and Grok said, yeah, there's a lot of social media posts about X payments starting by the end of the year, but there seems to be more now thinking early 2025. So for Dogecoin to eclipse its 2021 all-time high, a similar wave of retail enthusiasm is necessary, accompanied by substantial trading volume and renewed participation from both retail and institutional investors. A more realistic scenario for an all-time high could materialize in early 2025. These could be political changes like the inauguration of Donald Trump, which could reignite optimism in the cryptocurrency sector and provide a potential catalyst for renewed Dogecoin price action. So there you go. There it is. Why have I been doing this countdown to Inauguration Day? Because they just summed up what I've been thinking, is that Doge may be going sideways for yet another month, and we have to be ready for that. We could have a little Santa rally. There could always be a pullback. But January 20th right now is what I've been focusing on as the next big run. And I'll be live all day on that Monday, January 20th. It's going to be a fun day, I think. So we'll be watching for that. Again, leading up to that on X, I have been posting my daily, we're 35 days away now. I've been posting my daily updates of how many more days is it until inauguration. And I will continue to post this every day leading right up to January 20th. So last night we had Bitcoin hitting a new all-time high, which was fun to see. A lot of leverage longs were getting taken out early, and then they started taking out all the shorts. And millions and millions of dollars in shorts instead were getting liquidated, and they had to keep posting updates as the price kept going up and up last night and early this morning. So we have that, and then there was this trader tardigrade looking at zoomed out on this sort of symmetrical triangle type trading, which could lead to a potential breakout. So we will watch that. And then for those who hadn't seen, I did a video this morning on my top 5 favorite cryptos. Top 5 favorite cryptos. So do check that out on my channel. The top 5 cryptos that are my favorites. Most of you already know what at least 2 of them are, probably 3, and maybe all 5, without even looking at the video. But I thought that was just a fun thing to do because Billy had done his 5 favorite. Of course, Dogecoin was number 1 because he made it. So that was his number 1 fave. And I thought, yeah, I'll just do the same. So I made my top 5 favorite cryptos video this morning. So do check that out if you haven't already seen it. So zooming out, the 1 hour chart, again, Dogecoin just going sideways, same as we've been all weekend long from last week, a little up and down, but still moving along. Bitcoin moving up to new all-time high today. Again, that's 107,826, new Bitcoin all-time high. And it's kind of interesting because outside of a few posts on X, there has been nothing about this new all-time high. I mean, Bitcoin hits another new all-time high, and now everyone's kind of like, yeah, okay, that's all right. Good for Bitcoin. And it's like, it's a new all-time high. But it hit a new all-time high yesterday, and it hit a new all-time last week. That's what happens when you're in price discovery. It just keeps hitting new all-time highs. And now everyone's kind of like expecting it, right? Bitcoin's going to be 108,000, then it's going to be 110,000, then it's going to be 112,000. And it's like, okay, that's what we expect Bitcoin to do. Ethereum, yes, Ethereum back over 4,000, and we're going to see whether it holds 4,000 as support. It had just touched over it here on Sunday, but couldn't hold. But today it actually moved up to 4,100, and now we're going to see whether 4,000 will hold. We also had XRP, had a nice big green candle today. This is on an hourly chart. So this was around noontime. XRP went from 237 all the way up to 257 and then fell back below 247. So kind of like what Dogecoin did over the span of like 8 hours, and XRP did it in 1. That's the way it goes. So XRP is not holding the big gains. I know at noontime, everyone was like, oh, look at XRP. It's breaking out. It's going, it's going, it's going. And then like, yeah, nope. No. Aave has been pushing up toward $400 again. It touched it again here. So that is a new yearly high for Aave. And then we had Arbitrum and Optimism, which are tied to ETH as layer 2s, as well as ETH Classic trading back up again. But it's been up and down as well. Overall, Bitcoin dominance did come up and almost hit 58%, but didn't quite make it. And again, Bitcoin dominance coming down a bit while ETH is showing some strength. So we'll see if that continues. And then someone wanted to see the Doge Bitcoin trading pair, and it's pretty much right where it was a month ago. Now it is kind of trailing down a little bit. That's not huge dumps, but it is trailing down. So Dogecoin is not following Bitcoin up. So the Doge BTC is trading pair is going down. It's below what I thought would be good support at 40. It's at 38. So again, we're going to need a rally in Doge for that to turn around. So that's what I have for my market update and the charts and what is going on. So I will check with you guys in the chat now and see whether Doge can move up and whether Bitcoin is going to decide to make another run for a new all-time high during the live stream today on Monday. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? The Ripple Lab stablecoin starts tomorrow. I don't know what effect that's going to have on XRP, or I don't know. I don't know. How can a company get a Doge Express terminal? They don't reply to any posts. I don't know. If they're not replying to posts, I mean, you can try and message them, but again, I don't know if they accept messages from different users that they don't follow. So I don't know how to do it otherwise. Just keep trying. I would say that. Just keep trying. Raven is watching and listening to the live while preparing food. We're preparing food. What is for dinner tonight, Raiden? What's for dinner? Don't panic, guys. Alt season hasn't even started yet. Yeah, this is what Crypto Rover said. Congratulations, you're about to become the first altcoin millionaire of your family. Right here, this is the alt 3 chart. So this is all altcoins except for Bitcoin and ETH, and it has the possibility of scaling up like a 4 or 5x from here for alts, just for alts. That's if it does anything similar to what happened in 2021. So for those that are loaded up on alts, that could be awesome. Meanwhile, Javon Mark says, the cycle for Doge has unfolded in almost perfect manners in comparison to its historical performance. Those performances can be pointing to higher coming. So we went from the previous all-time high down in the bear market, broke the previous all-time high, and that was in 2021, not 2020. Again, 2020 was the first pump, didn't break an all-time high. The second pump broke the all-time high, and then the third pump took it all the way up to 73 cents. So far this cycle, we've really had the one pump, have not broken yet the previous all-time high. If we have two more pumps, the second pump would break 73 cents, and then the third pump would go higher. That has been how Doge has traded patterns in the past. So are we still talking about maybe $3 Doge? Possibly. So we wait. On that. I'm not selling my Dogecoin now. Again, I can only tell you what I'm doing, and I'm not selling my Dogecoin now. I'm also not selling any Bitcoin either. After all the talk, I mean, Michael Saylor was on the news again this morning talking about how huge Bitcoin could grow. And he said something, I don't remember how many years away it is, like 10 years. It could be like 13, what did he say? $13 million? No, by 2040, one Bitcoin could be worth $13 million. He'd had some math backing it up. Most of his math just goes right over my head when he's talking, but that's pretty exciting though. So I'll keep some Bitcoin. Absolutely. The volume makes sense because the volatility very low, far less traders entering day trade swings. That's right. So it's holding 40 cents on low volume, which is, to me, that is really strong. Meanwhile, also we have this chart that shows the RSI here on Doge. All heated up in November. And then since middle of November, the RSI has generally been coming down, and we're now close to 50. And that's great because Dogecoin, for the most part, was in this upward channel and then had a little pullback. But overall, it's just been sideways. So sideways Doge with a falling RSI, that looks pretty good. That looks very strong to me. Again, we're still 2024. We're not in 2025 yet. If we do believe in the 4-year cycles, again, I would say we have a couple pumps to come. And I've been talking about January 20th since Election Day as being the next big Dogecoin pump. It could be the weekend before in anticipation. I'll also be live on the Sunday, the day before, January 20th, just to see if there's something going on leading up to inauguration. Just like back in 2021, we had huge trading of Dogecoin right up to May 7th, but not on May 8th, which was when Elon Musk actually appeared on Saturday Night Live. Dogecoin was already going down being shorted big time. We could see a lot of shorting happen on January 20th. So we will be watching that. The Doge market cap could be like Cardano, making Doge go from $1.20 to $2. We'll be watching for that. Absolutely. Sebastian thinks the Trump administration is going to adopt Dogecoin. I don't think so, Sebastian. I don't think so. No. Donald Trump likes the US dollar. He wants to support the US dollar. I think he's come around finally thinking that the Bitcoin reserve is a substitute for gold and can help with the overall national debt. I don't think he's going to be adopting Doge. If Dogecoin does drop back, let's say to 39 cents, great time to buy again. Exactly. Sunhawk is looking at 81 cents for a Santa rally. Norris, I used to own Pepe. I took profits on Pepe. I haven't bought back in. When it was coming back down, it didn't hit my price of what I was looking for to buy back in. So I did not buy back into Pepe. I rotated that into peak and have done more than double on that peak purchase. So I'm good. I am good. Leslie, we just talked about why Doge is not moving. Well, that was an earlier comment. Doge is stuck in struggle street. Yeah. Exactly. Yes, Matt, I got your email. I don't think it's a black swan event. No. I'm not worried. I get it. There's drones sniffing around. There's some missing nuclear material somewhere. The United States government isn't going to come out and say it. I think it's better just to say something, nothing, but I'm not selling, preparing for impending doom. No. No, Marat. Doge is not at an all-time high, just Bitcoin. We were talking about what would get Dogecoin to its all-time high. The Doge Department of Government Efficiency is going to adopt Dogecoin. No, that's not what the Department of Government Efficiency is about. It isn't. Just trying to keep it real here. Coinbase has some transaction delay issues going on. Maybe it's the drones. The drones are causing Coinbase to delay. How about ETH, KJ asks? I don't remember the ETH all-time high off the top of my head. We got to zoom back in time. 2021, 48.72. I do have a line up here. I actually have to change its color though, because that is yellow dots. There we go. 48.72 is the all-time high that was hit on in November of 2021. So we're at 4,000 now. It's not that far away, actually. Where is that from here? 20%. All we need is a 20% gain on ETH, and it'll be a new all-time high. That's not bad. That's not bad. ETH can do that. And that would really kick off alt season. That would really do it. Typically, Hamad, when you see like Doge going from a known Binance wallet to another wallet, it's typically another exchange wallet. So Binance probably created a new wallet and transferred Doge from a known wallet to an unknown wallet that's probably also Binance. Typically, that's what that is. Chili con carne. Oh man, Fartcoin's gonna rip tonight from Raiden. Chili con carne. Nice. Last Friday, I did have burritos, homemade. They were pretty good, but there wasn't any Fartcoin going on because it wasn't. There were no beans in there. There was no beans. It had a little bit of steak, and the rest of it was corn, lettuce, tomato, and peppers that were in there. A little sour cream, a little hot sauce. That was good. Some is best. I figured out my spreadsheet average costs not lining up. I did some learning on how to do all the figuring, and you got it lined out. Awesome. Good to hear. Awesome. So you're all set with your spreadsheets now. Don't you feel good having that all documented? And it all lines up. MicroStrategy, and as predicted today, actually is a little different on MicroStrategy. What actually happened today, it was not quite what I thought it was going to do, but still interesting nonetheless. In pre-market, it was way up, $425. And then when it started trading, it had a little dip, but all morning long, it traded up. And then early afternoon, it just started dumping. Now, why would MicroStrategy dump like that? And it actually ended the day in the red after that big dump. So that was kind of interesting that MicroStrategy did that. And I did say last week that there was a possibility MicroStrategy was going to dump because everyone else was going to think it was going to go up. Well, it was up this morning and then dumped this afternoon. So I was partially right and partially not right on MicroStrategy. We could see sub $400 MicroStrategy stock still. That can still happen. So we'll see how that goes. We have to outperform Fartcoin, so like and subscribe. Riley, yeah. That Fartcoin. Oh man. Well, we might as well look at it now, right? We might as well look at it. Fartcoin. Here we go. What did Fartcoin do today? I have no idea. It's actually down 4%. Oh no. Fartcoin is down from its all-time high. Actually, I should mark the all-time high, right? Because we're looking at this so often, 92.3 on the all-time high. And so it has fallen down about 14%. Fartcoin. We'll keep an eye on it. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is back over 106,000 during the live stream. 106 for Bitcoin. Hey, Art, how are you? I've got about 2.6 million Doge left. 2.6 million. I already took profit of about 250,000 Doge. So I got about 2.6 million, and I'm not selling them all. Maybe half. I'm surprised I haven't heard about a drone coin, but it's probably there. Someone's probably made it. Some token they launched on pump.fun called drone something. So, no, I don't talk about Doge Elon Mars, Eli. I really don't. And I know you keep asking, but I'm not a fan. But good luck with your Mars Elon token. You're hearing more about the avian flu. I think after what we went through with COVID, it's not going to be a black swan. I don't know how many peak tokens have been unlocked lately. I can't find the unlock schedule. So I don't know. I will keep looking for it though. Peak down about 3% today, now at 55 cents. The overall view of peak is still pretty strong. From launch, the cup and handle race up to 75 cents, came back. I thought 59 cents would hold as support. It did not. And now it seems to be resistance at 59 cents. That's what we have for the peak chart. That's the peak chart. Meanwhile, Doge just going sideways. On my smaller holdings, so most are off the exchange. Some of the smallest ones are still on the exchange. Particularly the ones I stake, I've moved to my Exodus wallet, and I'm staking those on Exodus wallet. That's Algorand, Cardano, and VeChain are there. Harmony One, I moved to Garda because they had staking on Garda, and so I have that there. And I also have a small little bit of Zilliqa that I moved over to Moonlit because it could stake on there. Most of my other big ones are on the ledger. And then some of them are just still on Coinbase or Robinhood. So kind of a mix. Kind of a mix. Hi, Liam. I'm just, hanging out here with you guys on a Monday afternoon. Onions, tomato, cilantro. Yeah, we didn't have onions. Let's just say Miss KrissPax is not an onion fan. But we did have tomatoes. We did not have any cilantro in the house. You liked before the fart coin. Ryan's got his eyes. Maybe time to sell. Hey, Morkfit. We're talking about food. You're getting hungry. Yep. Fart coin running out of gas. Good one, John. Volume is just the number of trades going on. That's all the volume is. It's the number of trades by dollar amount. So it's not only the quantity, but also the quality, how big dollar trades as well. That's how the volume is worked. It doesn't have anything to do with market cap. It's just, it's number of trades in terms of the total dollars traded. So CoinMarketCap actually covers this, and you can see the 24-hour trading volume, and they will give you the number of coins traded, but also the dollar amount. So in the past 24 hours, Bitcoin has had $96 billion of trading. ETH has had $48 billion. And then there's Tether, $190 billion, because Tether, people use it all over the world. Tether. Doge, 4 billion. So way down. The Doge volume is way down right now. 4 billion. What's more than 4 billion below it besides USDC? Is there anything that traded more than 4 billion in the last 24 hours? Pepe is 2 billion. Aave 1.5 billion. Actually, nothing traded more volume on a lower total market cap coin than Doge, except, this is a stable coin too. Another stable coin. That's it. That's it. So I guess we can just click on volume and we can rank them by volume. And there's Dogecoin right there, right below Solana. Nothing else above it of a smaller market cap. So I guess that's still decent trading for Dogecoin. What else has been moving over the past 24 hours? We've got virtual Virtual was up again, another 18%. The BitGet token is up. Thor, Chain, Ondo, Tron, Aave we looked at. Pith, Aptos, Mantra, Injective, and Bonk. Bonk is starting to move again. Look at that. The Bonk. So yeah, that's what's going on. There is a drone coin. Of course there is. Of course there is. My average buy, my total average is somewhere just below 7 cents, and I'm just calling it 6.9. It's somewhere near there. 6.9 cents is my average buy over 3 years, 3.5 years of buying Doge. Yeah, there's not a typical, I mean, people tend to think the price normally goes up because there's automatic buying of that stock, but many times there's other futures interest, shorting, call options, push up, all sorts of stuff goes on when a company joins the NASDAQ. And lately, I've been seeing when it's a big company, I mean, like what happened with Tesla too, is that it ended up getting heavily shorted and the price actually went down. So that can happen. Over the long term, it's good, but short term could be some volatile price action, which could include drops. So, yep. If I look at certain crypto scams, it's like someone saying that if you give your wallet with $1 million in, they will give you it back with 2 million. Sure, I'll do that. So staking, Derek, at a high level, without getting into details, because I don't know all the specifics, but the more a proof of stake crypto project has staking, typically at least 50%, but like Cardano is like 80%, that helps the security of the project. The more staking there is. Staking can also allow you to be able to do things that normal holders of the crypto would not. So like Algorand is a governance token. So when you stake it, you can then vote on the different issues coming up on the project. So that happens as well. And then you're rewarded by then getting more tokens when you do that. Hi, Olaf. I'm an architect. Still working. Still working, man. That may be ending soon on that end. But we'll see. Putting all your money on Doge. Doge is a sleeping giant. I think that as well. But yet we've got Frizzle here who's about to sell because he's bored. And that is, in my experience with Dogecoin, generally the wrong move. How is Velodrome? I sold. I sold my Velodrome. So yeah, I'm not looking to buy back in. So I sold it up here at 32 cents, about 32.5 is where I sold it. And since I sold it at 32.5, it has gone down 35%. I don't know why you'd be looking to buy back in. I mean, this was all based on that Binance listing, which caused Velodrome to take off. So to me, that was a sign. Take my profits, done. And look what happened since. I don't know if this project is worth that much or not, whether it even get back up to that price. I can't tell you. But yeah, a big event like that, it's like, okay, take profits. So this is the only other thing that I have sold this the bull market, except for the Pepe, which I was doing kind of a swing trade on. So I did have that sale, but that was that was months ago when I did that. But that little slice of Doge and then all of my Velo was profit. And I took the profit. I bought it at 10, sold at 32, 3x. Thank you. Thank you very much. Eric, I don't want to mess with swap or staking on your ledger, so I only share my address with Robinhood. Robinhood is not a permanent address, though, unless you have the actual Robinhood wallet. But the Robinhood exchange, you're not supposed to be giving that out. So it depends on what coin you're giving out. If it's just Dogecoin and you want to give out that address, I recommend starting a MyDoge wallet on your phone and having that as the address you give out. Because the Robinhood address that you use when you did your transfer from Robinhood to Ledger, that's not your personal. That's my understanding. Because I think it's a short-term thing, is that address. So if you want to share a Dogecoin address for you to receive Dogecoin from someone, something like that, I recommend the MyDoge app on your phone to do that. Hey, Cam, I saw your favorite cryptos, Jasmine. Don't you think that Jasmine and ICP share almost the same long-term chart? Very similar, yes. Yeah. ICP was heavily hyped and came out with huge airdrops. I think they had pre-sales too, and it was just heavily just sold, just dump of ICP on the market. I think Jasmine is a much better project going forward, though, which is why I support Jasmine. Yes, Abdulrahman, we're going to New York City. That's going to be between Christmas and New Year's. We're traveling down to see our friends in New York. Appreciate it. No, thank you very much. We do try and keep it real here. Luis, XLM, Stellar Lumens, typically following along with XRP, which means I haven't even looked at this chart yet, but I'll bet between 11 and 12 o'clock, there's a big green candle on XLM, because that's what we saw at XRP. And I haven't even looked at this today, but I'm guessing there's a big green candle. Ha, there it is. Exactly, 11 o'clock, right up. It just follows XRP. That's what it does. Just like that. So Stellar doesn't do anything on its own. It just follows XRP. So Clark's holding large bags of XLM, XRP. It's like you don't need to hold both. You really don't. They kind of do the same thing. But I get it. But you'll do well. Will Bitcoin reach 150K? Eventually. Eventually it will. In 2025? Most likely. Yeah, Mario. We try and keep it real on this channel. Every once in a while, I show what other people are saying, and people mistake that for my predictions. And I'm just saying, no, that's that Ali guy. That Ali guy is the guy saying $18 Dogecoin, not me. I show it for perspective, just that I cover everything Doge, and we do have these predictions out there. I think they're wrong. I say that it's wrong, and people forget that part, and they just say, oh, Chris posted Ali, Doge going to $18. And I'm like, no. No, you got to listen to my words. Yeah, FOMC meeting is Wednesday. So yeah, maybe everyone just kind of waiting to see what happens. I still think it's going to be a 25 basis point cut, but we'll see. Les is putting in work. KrissPax waves the 7,000 square foot home down in, do you mean Scituate? Scuria. I think you mean Scituate. Yeah, on the water. I'm not living in Scituate on the water. Absolutely not. You see what happens down there in the wintertime? No, thank you. No, thank you. Bonk has bonked Doge. Yeah. Come on, Doge, wake up. Exactly. It's patience. Patience with Dogecoin. You have to be patient with Doge. Rowan oldies. I have to sport sometimes a little bit hard. That's okay. You're excused. If I was to sell Dogecoin, it would go stupidly high. Well, then sell, Marino. Sell. You sold 150,000 Doge at 40 cents. Been struggling to get back in. Not recommended. Yeah, if you're in the swing trading game, I don't know what to say. Some people call the whole waiting process getting bored. For me, it's anticipation. October 10th, Doge was at 10 cents. So, exactly. Remember that? That wasn't too long ago. 10-cent Doge. And 40 cents has been holding. Yeah, we've dipped to 38. That's okay. It's 40 cents. It's not going back to 30 or 20. It's holding at 40. And I think that will stay at least until Inauguration Day, which is why January 20th is a big deal. After that, that's after that. We'll see what happens. Me and my wife decided we're going to live off one income, invest 100% of the others into many different things. Good luck with the approach. Why did I buy Doge? You bought because Elon says he'll enable Doge payments on X, plus the crypto community underestimates it. All of that is true. I bought initially back in 2021 with all of the excitement around the GameStop frenzy of taking out shorters. And then when the exchanges where you could buy GameStop froze the ability to buy GameStop, the whole Wall Street Bets community on Reddit said, let's look and see what else is being shorted. AMC got thrown in there. And then AMC ended up also having its buy being enabled or disabled. And they said, well, let's go do a cryptocurrency then. And they chose Doge, which was getting heavily shorted. And I heard that and I bought a bunch of Dogecoin. After that, I learned more about the community of Doge and all that. And then I was hooked on crypto after that. Although I've dabbled in GameStop and AMC stock off and on, I just have way much more in crypto. And lately, the stocks that I've been investing in are DJT, Tesla, and what else do I have? Some Robinhood stock, and I've got Apple stock from a long time ago. So those are the stocks I have now. But yeah. There's still money to be made in stocks. And I did a little swing trading, MicroStrategy. I did a swing trade, and now I'm out of MicroStrategy. So I bought back into AMC below $4. So I've got sub $4 AMC stock now. And we'll ride that up and just take profits. So I do that kind of stuff with stocks, but I don't do that with crypto. Folks, you're all in Doge. Good luck for us. for Solana and Sol USDC. Is Inauguration Day going to be another pump? That's what I think. But again, it might be similar to what we had back in 2021 for Doge with Elon and the Saturday Night Live thing, where it pumps the weekend before, and then the actual day could be tough. So we will be watching that. Yes, Georgie boy, so many reasons for Doge. The catalyst we were talking about, X payments, Tesla, mining, China and Japan just yesterday were talking about Doge. I don't know what they said, but we still have the Doge 1 mission to the moon thing. Is that still going to happen? Is SpaceX going to do something else with Doge? All kinds of things. Unknown wants to look at Solana. Ready to flip? You think Solana's ready to flip? It hasn't been a great chart. It's actually come down about 17% from where it touched up here at 264. But generally, I could still say sideways. Not that different from Doge, although Doge's channel is much narrower than Solana's. So, yeah, some could say that Solana's kind of doing the same thing as Doge, just kind of drifting along sideways, waiting for the next big pump in Solana. Not too different from Doge. Thank you, Nacho. Appreciate it. Double the money. Well, right now, most of my cryptos have more than doubled. Some 5x, some 8x. The Jasmy's 8x. No, the Jasmy's now 10x. I forgot. It's back up. Yeah, Jasmy's up at over 4. So more than 10x on Jasmy. Algorand? Algorand for the random guy? Not too different from Solana, actually. Except 61 all the way down to 34. That's a big gap, but now going sideways as well. So a week of sideways here. This is a daily chart. Yeah, 7 candles here, just sideways. So again, we're just seeing a lot of that with alts. The alts are just kind of hanging out. So it's not just Dogecoin. I don't know why people are just all upset about, oh, Dogecoin is boring. Well, I mean, look at Algorand and look at Solana for a week. It's just sideways. Same thing. I think everyone's going to do well in crypto as long as they sell early enough before the bull run ends. And that's my strategy as well. And that's why I will be taking slices of profits. Yes, I still have VeChain, James. I'm still getting my VThor tokens on Exodus wallet through the staking. I still have my VeChain staked. I've had it staking for years. Just collecting VThor tokens. So not bad. Just about 8 cents here is the yearly high, and it's also going sideways for a week. Same. For you, that's the real question, Clark. How early should you sell? Well, that is the big question. And again, you don't have to sell it all at once. Again, I just sold the velodrome all at once because of that huge, giant, 117% gain in a day. I was like, okay. But the others, I'll be selling slivers of. Some will be bigger slivers than others, depending on what the price action is. What do you speculate the top for Bitcoin, Doge, ETH will be? So real big, I will be talking all about that on January 1st. I will have my 2025 price prediction video on January 1st. Tashkel wants another look at the peak chart. Sure, we can look at peak. Yeah, so peak is a little down from hitting its new all-time high of 75 cents last Wednesday, but now seems to be settling here right between 55 and 60 cents sideways for the past 4 days. So that's what's happening with peak right now. Just hanging. When I send XRP and XLM, they need a memo. You were alerted. I have not heard any definitive thing about BlackRock investing in Hedera. I don't know why they would do it directly. There's a lot of rumors going around, but that was the same thing last April when HBAR had a big spike about these BlackRock rumors, and then it ended up not being true. So there will be Doge news will come when you least expect it, RN. That is for sure. I got some super chats here. DG, I'm not trying to shill, but can we check out the chart on CTA? I have friends that are pushing it. Friends that are pushing it. So a good project should not need to be pushed. That's the first thing coming from me. Is that cross the ages? So this is probably a gaming coin. Cross the ages. You can trade this on Bybit, KuCoin, HTX, MEXC, Gate.io. It's been trading since May. Had a big launch up high at 45 cents. And now it's trading at 3 cents. That is an awful looking chart there, DG. That is sell-off. That's like 7 months of sell-off. Not a good looking chart. So whatever your friends are trying to push on this, I mean, it looks like it's a game, right? Yeah, exactly. Cross the ages. I don't know what the token does on the game, but that doesn't look good. You said, look at the chart. There's the chart. That's not looking good. Not looking good. You hold 748 ADA tokens. They're not coins. They're ADA tokens for the Cardano project. Oh, it's cat theft auto, CTA, not cross the ages. Really? Cross the ages is CTA. There's another CTA. Cat theft auto. There's no such thing. Oh, it's on Solana and Radium. It's this thing. There it is. It's got no chart. It's a swap token on Radium. 003. I don't know, man. There's already another CTA game across the ages, which makes it even harder to, like, what's CTA? There's already a CTA. So they shouldn't have launched a CTA token. They should have called it something else. Good luck. Hey, Frank, how are you? Doge has been flat for me, but you're killing at options. Okay, good luck with your options. Opinions on SHIB. Well, paranormal, at some point in time, SHIB is going to go crazy. You talk about being patient. SHIB is one to be patient with. Just not doing much. Waiting for a big spike on SHIB. Meanwhile, Clark sold most of my SHIB and most of my Doge 3 weeks ago. And you made 5,000 between them, still holding a little bit of SHIB and Doge. All right, good luck. iCash, you got some MicroStrategy today. Hopefully you bought it at the end of the day when the price was down closer to 400. I'm selling small slices. That's my strategy. James reminds everyone to like the stream, like it, and also subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Thank you. Does Ethereum have Bitcoin potential? No, but Ethereum has ETH potential. Nothing has Bitcoin potential. Bitcoin's Bitcoin, will always be the OG. You wanted to buy Bitcoin, but you bought MicroStrategy. Hey, Michael Saylor's doing stuff out there, right? He's pushing the envelope. He's doing what he can through MicroStrategy to gain more Bitcoin. I mean, nobody else did that. He thought of it. And he's made billions upon billions of dollars for his company just by having a Bitcoin strategy. That's pretty bold. There isn't going to be a whole lot that's going to happen in December. Again, FOMC in a couple days, we'll see whether that changes anything. No, Michael Saylor's not a con man. Nope, he's playing the game, but it's not a con. Yep, Inauguration Day. Could dump. Could dump. And we'll be talking about that right up, to the weekend before. Richard, super chat. Thank you. You bought 302,000 Doge at 27 cents. It went to 48, lingered to 45, dropped to 43. And then you bought 2.3 million. At 43, you bought 2.3 million. So your average price is probably 40 to 41. So you're close to break even right now. Again, if you look at the cycles, particularly this Javon chart here, again, looking at the 4-year cycles, bear markets, again, that's 2014 to 2015. And then we had bear market here, 2018, 2019. And here we had bear market the second half of 2021, all the way through 2022. And then we had 2023 still drifting down. Since then, Dogecoin had a little pump in March, but then over the summer traded down. And then we had the first real pump of the early bull market. It hasn't gone to its previous all-time high yet, which is 73 cents. The last cycle, we had the first pump in December 2020 or January 1st, right around there. Didn't hit the previous all-time high from 2017. But then the second pump broke the all-time high, and then the third pump went up higher. So that's 2 pumps after the first. Very similar to what happened previous in 2017. Although 2016 had this kind of wimpy little thing. But then we had two pumps in 2017. The first broke the previous all-time high, and the second went up to a new all-time high. So if this is just the first pump, again, following the 4-year cycles, and there's two more pumps, if history repeats, we'll break the all-time high on the next pump. Probably close to $1 would be my guess. And then the second pump could break $1. That RXS token is being spammed everywhere, Paranormal. They are spending huge marketing dollars for this token. I don't feel good about it. Not with all of that money that's being spent marketing a pre-sale. I don't feel good about it. So when it launches, have your finger close to the sell button. That's all I can say. Hey, Christoph, how are you? Yeah, I got to the cat theft auto thing. I figured it out. Thanks for supporting, guys. You have a feeling the Doge 1 mission is ready? Some people are waiting for the right moment. Huh, interesting. Maybe. The SpaceX launches just keep going up. So the Doge 1 mission can ride any SpaceX rocket. It's not SpaceX that's the problem. I will always remember waking up and seeing thousands of dollars in my brokerage account. Bull markets are nice. Just remember how to keep that, though. You've got a small ADA bag also, room to grow. Sheep isn't dead. I mean, it's up 150%. No, 250% from the bear. That's pretty good. But we could see something bigger. Articles shilling Catzilla. Oh God, Waddell, really? A Catzilla token? Jeez. Do you believe Doge will hit $2? Maybe not this cycle. Maybe not this cycle. Again, getting over $1 is going to be tough enough. It makes sense on paper, just calculating out the market cap for the number of coins times price. $2 makes sense to me, but can it actually reach that? I think that's going to be hard. Yes, exactly. Let's get to $1 first. The Raider fan is on. He's heard me before. You've heard me before. Let's get the $1 first. Doge and Sheep can make you money. But just you never know. Why would Inauguration Day dump? Tam, because it gets totally overhyped. That's why it dumps. Totally overhyped. And then there's the pre-hype, which accelerates the price up. And then the shorters come out and short it all to hell. That's why it would dump. Do only good every day for Doge? Yes. Yeah, I don't know about this cat theft auto thing. Again, that CTA, people are going to confuse it with that other one that we saw. Do not put your wallet addresses in the chat, please. No, 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 no. You can please look at the MicroStrategy chat for today. Pump and dump day trading? Could be. Oh, you mean the chart? Yeah. There could be puts and calls. That stuff happens. In 2021, there was so much hate between coins, not seeing that this time. I know Barry was all on Ethereum Classic, and he saw an opportunity to short Doge, and he made a lot of money shorting Doge, but then was despised by the crypto community because Dogecoin is held by us, the retail. The institutions aren't holding Doge. It's the retail. So the more Barry was shorting, the more it was hurting regular people like you and me, not the institution thing. And that's what we were all upset about is Barry, go take your shorts and go do it somewhere else. Watch the end of my video this morning, Pro, on Peak. Frankie, don't say please respond. I get to people, okay? My end of the year price is still in the 60-cent range. I'm still thinking that we're going to have a little pump and a Santa Claus rally. I'm being very optimistic here. But the big pump isn't going to be probably till leading up to Inauguration Day. And then next year, you wait until January 1st, and then I will have a video for my 2025 price prediction. And I don't know what's happening March 10th. Why did you say March 10th? You missed the tax video? You can always go back and watch it. It's on my channel. If you sell Doge at the next all-time high, and that's your only source of main income, that will determine the tax. Yeah, you'll have to do the numbers between your capital gains tax. If you don't have any other income, you still have to pay, but it depends on how many Doge you had. What was the total dollar value of what you profited? And that will all play into how much of it actually gets taxed. Yeah, I know that happens. Stock boom. That happens. But the guy did give me a super chat, so I at least look at it. Yeah, I don't trade with stop losses, Sean. If you have a stop loss and there's a wick down and your Doge sells, and then the price starts going back up, you don't have your Doge then because you sold it on a stop loss. Those are things you do in bear markets, not in bull markets, in my opinion. Mert, of course. How you doing today, Mert? Come here to have some fun? Demand of the younger generations will keep crypto rises. Yes, but there's not a lot of money in the younger generations. So again, it's retail traders, and you need a lot of retail traders to make the price go up. Yeah, you try and do 10x leverage longs. They come find you. They hunt you out. Clark thinks $1.40. That was a contract address that began with a D. Oh, okay, whatever. Hey, Detroit Diesel. How helpful do you find TA? Seems to make me hesitant to buy because of all the possible scenarios. I think it helps. I mean, I certainly look at not only where the coin is trading, but also we go to this CoinGlass liquidation heat map, particularly on Bitcoin, because we want to see on Bitcoin where where the heavy longs and shorts are. So we look at this and we see what can happen with like there's huge leverage longs down here at 105,294. There's $214 million just sitting right there. That just screams to me that the Bitcoin price is going to at least go down to 105,290. Look at that big yellow bar there. Over $200 million in leverage that could be liquidated there. We were doing this the other day, same thing, and the price went down and hit this exact mark to take out that leverage. So yeah, I'm calling it 105,290. We're going to see that tonight. 105,290. It's coming. That's going to be right in this range right here. And I just think Bitcoin's going to come in there and it's going to wipe out that leverage. It's not that far away. So I look at that for short term. And then let's say for Doge, you zoom out and you say, okay, on a 4-hour chart, this is where Doge is trading now. Again, it's been pretty much sideways since November 11th. There's been some ups and downs, right? But are you a long-term holder or short-term? What do you look for, Detroit? If you're trying to do short-term, you're in a tough position right now because, again, for a week, it's been pretty much just trading sideways for a week. And if you're trying to do swing trades or things like that, that's pretty hard to do. And at any time, you could have a big drop while you're holding or a big gain when you're in between a trade and you don't have your Doge. That can always happen because we saw that like back here on November 22nd, that run up to 48 cents. Overall, I'm very optimistic about Doge, and we did these boxes the other day on the live stream, just looking at the short period of time when Doge is actually in a bull market versus how long it's in a bear market. We're in a bull market now. So it's going to be a short term up, and I still think there's 2 pumps to go. And then I'm selling half my Doge roughly. Target at 73 cents right now is the previous all-time high. That's what I'm looking at. But thanks for the super chat. I have a small amount of XRP in our KrissPax DCA portfolio, about 1,200 XRP. And then I have no Pepe. I already doubled my money on Pepe and sold it. Between legs up and bull market, how many days would be considered average? Again, it's a bigger picture like I just showed, Eric. It's a much bigger picture. We have about like 6 to 8 months of a bull and then 3 years of a bear. And give or take those extra 4 months here and there for little spikes. But that's how Doge trades. Please like and subscribe. Okay, I'm not going to talk about Cat Theft Auto anymore, DG. So let it go, dude. One day we will wake up and see Doge on the side of a rocket headed towards space. That'll be awesome. The Bitcoin cycle is not fake. It has been consistent 3 cycles in a row, and we're in the middle of the 4th one. And we're hitting all-time highs on Bitcoin. definitely not fake. So Silver Theta right now, the discussion is because he is pro-America and he wants to support American companies, that those crypto projects that have a company that is incorporated in the United States, such as Cardano and Ripple and Hedera and Algorand, those are 4, that any capital gains on profits on their coins would be waived. That seems to be the most likely, but it's not going to be across the board all crypto. I don't see that happening. What's up, Bull Run? Finished working, Ryan? Just chilling out now? Hi, Parweez. If Doge is your only source of income, you're very risky, is what you are. Yeah, I explained why stop losses are not a good idea, especially in early bull market. You don't want to be out of your coins when the price is going up. Just because there was a dip that went down and cleared out a bunch of leverage. Bear market, different story. But bull market, no. Yeah, we talked about XRP and Ripple Labs stablecoin. I don't think it's going to have much of an effect. It's a stablecoin. That doesn't make XRP's price goes up. I'm on your YouTube feed, so you just keep clicking on me. You can't resist, Mert. You can't resist. Nick thinks XRP is going to be big with Ripple Lab USD. Could be. Does SoftBank giving Trump $100 billion for the U.S. economy and jobs have any impact on crypto? I don't think there's a direct crypto relationship there. No. I don't do the fibs and the waves and all that, Detroit. I look at where a coin has previously traded, what the news around the coin is. I look at the most recent trading to kind of guide, like if I'm getting close to buying or selling. The news around it, and look at the 4-year cycles, kind of the overall where we are in the cycles. But no, I don't do fibs and waves and Bollinger Bands and all that stuff. We use it as a reference point, but it doesn't impact. I don't believe it really impacts the price. Yeah, Turbo just had a big run last week, got a new listing. The Doge leverage, sure. We can look at the Doge leverage. Not anywhere near the Bitcoin leverage for amount. Yeah. The big one down here in the longs is well down at 39.2. It's like $330,000 down here is the biggest bar here. So not something that really has a huge target on it. We did have some shorts that got liquidated earlier today at 40.8 cents. And that was a relatively new short that was opened up, and green candle just came up and wiped that out. I don't think he even had that open long. 10:55. That wasn't even 1 hour from when that trade was made, that short. Not even 1 hour, and it got taken out. $393,000 gone in an hour. Don't short Dogecoin. Not in a bull market. You don't short Dogecoin. Oh, bull run has been rotating. Doing that rotating thing. Good luck. Up, 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 eventually. Thank you, Eric. FIRO, we covered this last week. There was no hack, but there was a group that identified a potential flaw in nodes. Most of it were old nodes that hadn't been updated. And then when Cointelegraph ran with the story, they said like 69% of the nodes were vulnerable, and they didn't do the math right. They didn't count. There was over 400 nodes that were fine. And so the percentage was way off, and it was garbage. And the Dogecoin devs were never contacted before that article was written. It was just FUD. It was all FUD. Does HBAR have its own chain? No, it does not. What does it trade on? Or is it its own chain? It's not a proof of work cryptocurrency. I know that. Hedera. Yeah, this used to give you better information about this, but it doesn't anymore on terms of like how it is, how it's made. I like the old CoinMarketCap better. Yeah, it doesn't say. Hedera is the most used sustainable enterprise-grade public network for the decentralized economy. Fairer, more efficient system. Funded through an ICO in August 2018. Their native utility token is HBAR. HBAR is the fuel that powers Hedera services, smart contracts. It's got its own network. They don't really say much about it. It looks like, yeah, Hedera Hashgraph, a platform that is positioned as an alternative to traditional blockchain technology. So yes, older blockchains tend to use a consensus mechanism like proof of work. Younger blockchains have opted for proof of stake. Hedera Hashgraph system has a structure that was created particularly separate using a proof of stake model that is believed to increase the efficiency of transaction verification on the network. So yes, it has its own blockchain, but it's a token on its blockchain. Holding 89,000 Doge, bought at 21 cents. If it goes to 150, I'm buying myself to continue your car collection. Good luck with your cars. Yeah, Drip, someone else asked about this. It was a Binance thing. I think it was just Binance moving from one wallet to another. So that's all that usually is. It's just a new wallet that Binance created. And a lot of exchanges do that just for security. Create a new wallet, move a bunch of Doge over. That's all it is. Before you know it, it'll be 2028. Well, we got a ways to go before we get there. That's for sure. You have a leverage long going from $1 on Cardano. Good luck. Why do some coins have lower market caps but higher coin prices? Yeah, just what people think about that project, how much they buy. Hey, I said that over the summer, and it was true over the summer, Mert. I don't believe that anymore. Things change. As soon as Gary Gensler announced he was going to resign from the SEC, XRP took off. That happens. I already owned up to it. You're interested in the leverage charts. How do you read them? Well, basically, it just shows you where the long and shorts are. So all the shorts are down, or I mean, all the longs, their liquidation prices are down here if you do leverage trading. If you short, here's all the leverage or the liquidation prices for shorts are up here. And how much is being traded or as a short are up here. So just go to coinglass.com and click on liquidation heat map. You can change to whatever coin that they allow you to see here, and you can see. So try that out. 41 cents, the new resistance. Can we consider it the new Rocky? No, 43.5 is still the Rocky. Yeah, that was on coinglass.com. Watch my video this morning on my 5 favorite cryptocurrencies, and Jasmine is on that list. So watch that. Also overtake Bitcoin. Happens every cycle. That's going to happen. Dogecoin does not have a company, so you will not get your capital gains tax waived on profits from Dogecoin. Would I keep buying Bitcoin? No. No, if I'm buying now, I'm buying alts. Bitcoin is way up versus alts. And I think Bitcoin dominances can continue to go down. Alts are going to outperform. Never been a fan of ICP. They started out with one thing, then they changed to be something else after their coin totally dumped after launch. No, if you want a free way to collect Doge, you have to look under faucets. So just do a search under Dogecoin faucets. You don't get a lot, but you get drips. Otherwise, you have to buy an ASIC computer, ASIC card and rig to legitimately mine. Stock Boom, thank you for the super chat. Millions of people own Doge. How are there only 400 people in this chat? It's just people are bored right now. When the price starts going up again and surging, we'll have more in the live streams. That's just how it works. The bear market, hardly anybody was here. But now at 40 cents, yeah, we got a decent showing, usually around 400. But we've been up 800, even over 1,000 as the Doge price is spiking up. But thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. This is La La Land. There's not a 0% chance that Elon invested so much into Doge. Yeah, I don't think so. I still think 38 cents is holding strong as support, Joshua, on the short term. Vision Pulse took the $2 off. Probably because I've been saying it so many times, right? That's funny. What happened with the Doge 1 mission? Alex, we're still waiting. We don't know. Again, SpaceX just has rockets going off all the time. Third-party companies are free to tag along, grab a ride. So it's not SpaceX. It was Geometric Energy and their subcontractor who were making the Doge 1 satellite. And they're the ones who haven't got their act together. When I retire, I'm retiring from my job. I'm still going to be active on YouTube. I'll still be here. No, it's my job that I would be retiring from. I talk about stocks, machine. I talk about anything finance related, particularly if there's money to be made. Tesla went up today over $463. Look at Tesla. I am a holder of Tesla. I bought most of my Tesla stock at $110. So I am up 4x. I bought my Tesla stock. You guys are going to love this. You're going to love this. When I bought my Tesla stock, I never actually circled it, but I should circle it on this chart. It was right here. That's where I bought in. Right there. That was great timing on Tesla. Buying right there on that dip. Right at the beginning of January 2023. So now on Tesla, I am up 300% on a stock. Yeah, that was just, again, that was fortunate timing when I had the money, and that's when I was starting to, really load up on cryptos. And I saw that Tesla stock nosedive in December. It's like, I got to buy some of that. So I did. And look at it now, just taking off. New all-time high. Tesla will be definitely $500 to $600 in 2025. Doge will look like this again. Yep. Doge will look like this again. We have some patience. I mean, look what we had here. That was November. So it hasn't been that long since that big rise is on the weekly chart. I know a lot of people impatient, but you can't be with Doge. Time moves fast. How am I calm, Akash? I've been through the cycle before. I hope I'm right on what's coming, but I've been here before. Bitcoin is not, or has decided not to run up to a new all-time high during my live stream. Bitcoin doesn't like me, even though I said it's one of my top 5 favorite cryptocurrencies. That's right. One of my top 5 favorite cryptocurrencies is my video from this morning. And Bitcoin is on the list. And during my live stream, it's not thanking me. And do you know why that is? Because instead, Bitcoin is going to drop down into the circle over here. That's right. Bitcoin is going to drop down into this circle right here. I am 99% sure of that Bitcoin is going to go right into this white circle. And how do I know that? I looked at the heat maps, and the heat maps are 99% accurate. Bitcoin is going to go right here. 105,290. A big $200 million target there. Unfortunately, that's what we live. Yeah, I know, Mert. We're having fun. You opened a short on Doge. Good luck. Shall I call SHIB a stable coin so that it'll take off? I like your thinking. I like your thinking. Mauricio. Right now I'm looking at 38-cent support. If it dips down to 35, it's because there's a huge dip going on in Bitcoin because there's no reason for Doge to drop down there. You bought some Bitcoin at 105,832. Wow. Can you imagine buying Bitcoin at $105,000 of Bitcoin? It's just hard for me to get my head around that, you know? It's hard for me to get around that. $105,000 Bitcoin, but I'm glad you're up. I know that ICP crash was incredible at launch. Absolutely incredible. And it's not going back up there. Elon is not going to pump Dogecoin. For people to say he's not going to pump Dogecoin. I'm in profit-taking mode, Joseph. So I'm not buying more. Again, that's just me. Now I'm just waiting for price to go up to certain levels where I take profits, and I'm just putting that money in interest-bearing accounts, and we'll just collect interest until I buy my house. John Galt. How is life, John Galt? The algorithm reunited us. I'm still here. I was here all through the bear market. Talking Doge because I still believe in it. I don't own a Dogecoin miner, but I'm looking at maybe getting into Doge mining next year. My challenge is the cost for electricity here in Boston, Massachusetts is pretty high. And the payback on a decent Doge miner is years. It's at least over a year for the payback. So yeah, it'll be expensive to get into, but if I take a bunch of Doge profits and after I buy my house and whatever else we need associated with the house, and you know, I've got $10,000 lying around, I'll buy an ASIC miner and try and do some Doge mining and check it out. I'm interested in it. I'd like to support the network, run a node, do all of that. I'd like to do all that. So maybe. Thank you, Steve. Just trying to keep it real here. I'm gonna have to go back to Miami to make some shady business. Ha 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 ha. Is Doge also an instrument? I don't know what you mean, but it's just a coin. It's really just a coin. You got your Tesla at 197, and look at it now, $460. That's nice. You're holding on 60 shares. Nice. I'm doing okay, Mert. I'm doing okay. Knockstars is in the house. How are you, Bear? BTC looking like it's going to wash alts. Alts are doing okay. Elon has said nothing about Doge, X payments, etc. No one said he was going to. I don't know why. No one said he was going to. $10x on the whole crypto portfolio was awesome, Bull Run. That Pepe gain really helped out. I don't hear any negative news about the Department of Government Efficiency. Even Democrats are supporting it because they know it needs to be done. Some Democrats. There are others that will just be against whatever Trump and Elon do. They don't count. In my opinion, they don't count. It's a good thing for the country. Well, Becca, that's a great question. Will Doge get to $1 before or after the inauguration? That's what we've been talking about. I think there's going to be a lot of pump going on before. Will it get up to $1 level? I don't know. But that's why we're going to be live and we're going to keep following it. Yep, we covered Tesla on $460. Looking sweet. Great chart. Am I down on something? Yep, I'm still down on loop ring, Raiden. Still down on loop ring. Bull run told me to sell it a long time ago, but I was already way down. So I'm just going to play it out now with the loop ring. It's not a big part of my portfolio, but yes, I'm still down on loop ring. I think everything else is in the green except loop ring. Shorting during a bull run is a very dumb decision. I couldn't have said it better. Yeah, Bonk, again, Bonk was totally overbought up at 57, at 0.0000 whatever 57, and retraced a lot. At the same time, Solana was retracing as well, so that hurt. The Bonk price, but I still think Bonk is going to go up higher. Parwiz, I can't tell you a good price for Doge to buy more. Just continue to watch for big dips, buy on big red dips, big red candles down. That's what I look for. I already passed my first target, Becca, and that was 42.069. My next is 60 to 69 cents, somewhere in that range. I will be taking more profit. Just in case there's some problem with Doge reaching its all-time high, I'll at least have taken a little more profit before that. What is the most underrated altcoin in this bull market? That's a great question. What is the most underrated altcoin? I have to think about that, because that is a really good question. Most underrated altcoin. I was saying SWI before, but then SWI took off, so it's not SWI anymore. And it's not Aave anymore. VeChain is probably one that's up there on that list, underrated. And this would, again, would be based on its potential. Maybe say, based on potential again. That's a great question. Underrated crypto. Yeah, I don't think the gaming ones. I just don't see a lot of big movement there. At this point, I would probably say, because it's now like number 61. And I think it's at least like a top 30 crypto. So say, I will go with that. Jasmine still has a lot of potential. Jasmine's already gone up a lot. Still only number 63. I think it will come up as well, but say right now, it's not on a lot of people's radar. I'll go with that. Well, you're either crazy buying Bitcoin over 100,000, or you're supporting crypto and Bitcoin and you want some of that in your portfolio, so you buy it at what the price is. And right now it's $105,000. But in 2028, what is the Bitcoin price going to be? It's probably going to be a lot higher than 105K. And as Michael Saylor said earlier today, by 2040, each Bitcoin is going to be $13 million. I've got no reason to think anything different. Vision Pulse claims he has no idea who I am. I watch him. I admit it. I know who he is. Solar panels, right, in New England. It's cloudy half the time here. You want to see Jasmine? Matus? Take a look at Jasmine. So 4.4, Jasmine's going sideways. We zoom out on the 4-hour, and we see this big run that Jasmine made here, beginning of December, up to 5.8 cents. And then it was really overbought at that point, based on the big run. Sold back below 4 cents and had that one big dip that took out huge amount of leverage that were long leveraging Jasmine. Took them out. And now we're just going sideways here, right around 4.5 cents. That's okay. Again, just like Doge, waiting for the next big run. Could we see a dip back down to 4 cents, maybe below? If we see a big dip in like Bitcoin, Bitcoin's going to go down and do a big leverage flush, sort of like we had down here. Remember that when Bitcoin had that dip all the way down to 92K and wiped out like almost $1 million, or I'm sorry, almost $1 billion in leverage on Bitcoin alone? Something like that. That can still happen. Elon did not tweet about the Pepe token or the Pepe cryptocurrency. He used the Pepe meme, which has been around a lot longer than the Pepe token. There was nothing about crypto or the Pepe token in Elon's tweet. So I know all of the Pepe army all think Elon's going to use Pepe on X or no. He just used the Pepe meme. He has no idea what the Pepe token is. I agree with you. Elon will not pump Doge. At the same time, isn't naming a department of the government Doge kind of a pump? It's just a silly thing, is all it is. It's ironic. It's funny. That's why Elon likes it. But it's not pumping Dogecoin. It's just a funny thing. He says he likes Dogecoin as a cryptocurrency because it's fun. It has memes. That's what Elon likes about it. But he doesn't hold billions of dollars of Doge, and he's not going to pump Doge on purpose. He said he would support it because a lot of people that work in his factories support Dogecoin. That's really all he said. And that whole thing on Saturday Night Live was all just for fun. All that Dogecoin stuff was just for fun. People just really didn't get it. They thought he was being serious, but it was just for fun. Put $40 in a Bitcoin at 94.3 and you're up. The last Bitcoin I bought was at like 42,000. I haven't bought it since. It's like, I'm not buying over 60. Now it's like, could have almost doubled my money. But I'm doing okay on my others. So, well, that's why we're looking forward to Inauguration Day, because that's when Doge actually comes into reality. Jasmine has been under monitoring since it got listed on Binance. It doesn't really mean anything. It should actually, Binance should get rid of that. I mean, look at Jasmine's in the, a top 70 cryptocurrency now. Jared Moskowitz is on the Doge train. Oh, glad. Okay, I got it. I know who that is. Timing is everything. Pepe could flip Sheeb. Sure, that can happen. You think SWI is underrated? ETH isn't underrated. Not at all. Litecoin? Peak. Doge. Yes. Doge is underrated. Filecoin, BSV. Yeah, there's all this stuff about Roger Ver coming out now with Bitcoin Cash and the BitTorrent. I don't think so, Steve. My bank account looks like I work at McDonald's, but my crypto portfolio looks like I own it. That's funny. If Bitcoin takes a hard correction, do you think it's going to hurt Doge's chance? It'll be a short-term thing, Lisa, and it would just be to flush leverage. Or unless there's some total big black swan event and all of crypto dumps. Filecoin, underrated. Algorand, I kind of agree with that too, Monkey. Monkey Snake. EOS is an old coin. It was supposed to be like the Chinese blockchain or something. Never really grew into something big, mostly because the Chinese just cracks down on everything. And Gala is a gaming related thing that the partners are suing each other and just have really messed up that project. There have been a few games that Dogecoin has been used on just for fun. People have made it, but if somebody wanted to use Doge on a gaming platform, I mean, they could. I don't know where they get all the Dogecoin to use, though, because the Doge gets rewarded to miners, and they'd have to be mining it somehow. It's much easier to do a gaming token where you can just dump a bunch of tokens out. Fartcoin was not made by AI. Wasn't that Turbo? Wasn't that the AI one? Not Fartcoin. Pullback in Bitcoin? Sure, there could be. You've got solar in the UK, you're sun mining. Yeah, there's just weird regulatory laws here in the United States about solar panels. I don't know if I want to get into that. You're holding Bitcoin for your children. Yeah, we don't know how far down Bitcoin might drop in the next bear market. And I won't start looking at those kinds of things until the bull market is played out. How high is it going to go? Super chat, Bitcoin and Crypto podcast with Jeff Kerdakis. TEMA is breaking out. What is TEMA? TEMA. Doesn't look like much. There, Jeff. Unless there's another TEMA. There's a TEMA Sol. That's a token. Maybe that's the one. Yeah, it's probably this. Again, just another Solana token. Is it breaking out? You can make money on it? Sure. I don't follow these, though. Not listed on any exchanges, so I don't follow these. You never know which is the next one that's going to go crazy, but good luck on your TIMA token. It's definitely not that. There was something already called TIMA, though, that is still trading. So that's probably why it won't get listed. I'm not playing the BitConnect clip, Ryan, no matter how hard you try and get me to. I'm not playing it. Can anything save AMC? Yeah. Getting rid of Adam Aaron. Don't trust that guy. Every time there's a big spike in AMC's price, they go and do a new offering and dilute the stock even more. It's just money grab. That's pretty bad. As per Elon, he thinks Doge will be the future currency of the world. He has said that. 1 Bitcoin in 2029 will buy me a house. You never know. I don't follow comp, Hector. I still don't get what this ENS Ethereum name service is and why isn't it just ETH? I've never looked into that. When would I sell Doge in one swing if I had to? I don't know. It's just not my style. Alexander, you're in Massachusetts or from here? Haha, I got you, Ryan. Steve, stop putting this SPX thing in the chat. Yeah, Swift. That's what you mean. Look at Swift. Excuse me. Swift is at 008. It was over a penny. It had this big run here, early December, and sold down and was trying to hold this line here. And this is like at 009. And so we've been tracking it around this line here at 009. And above, below, but still holding strong. And so that's really looking like a possible support line at right there, 832. So that would be the support line that we would have. So as long as Swift holds that, and the next breakout, back up over a penny, up to 1.4 again. Yeah, then we'd be back in price discovery. For Swift coin. But it's still up. Bull market. Bitcoin hasn't yet made a nosedive down to my little circle here. Yeah, we just looked at that. New meme coin on Solana. Good luck with the meme coin. Another one for TIMA. What are all these TIMA folks are coming in here now? Right. That was the thing we said at the beginning of the live stream a couple hours ago. Bitcoin has hit all-time highs. What will it take for Dogecoin to hit all-time highs? If you scroll back to the beginning of the live stream, you can hear what I said about it then. Thank you. Or Dankeschön, I should say. It is possible for Doge to be in the top 5. Yes. On a big pump, we could definitely see that. You're looking at Move. I know what that is. Clearpool, I don't know what that is. Bull run, but good luck. When did you buy Jasmy? I can tell you because I have it all on my spreadsheet. Jasmy, I bought June 10th, 2023. I bought at 0.0039 and I bought 3 million Jasmy tokens for $11,000. 3 million Jasmy. And now the Jasmy price is 0.0448. And now that original 11,000 is now worth $134,000. That's right. I turned 11,000 into $134,000 on Jasmy in just under a year and a half of holding. So that's when timing is everything right there. So Bull Run has the Pepe story. I have the Jasmy story. 11,000 into 134,000. And I'm not selling yet. Because my profits will be a long-term capital gains. I could sell and buy something else, but Jasmy still has so much potential to go up higher. And then I'd be paying a short-term capital gains on that. So, yeah. Yeah, we talked about ICP earlier. Not a fan. Machine, cool hanging out with you again. Good night. Yeah, that happens. These new projects come along and they start bouncing around from live stream to live stream, shilling their token. You had another super chat. Elon's billion-dollar companies. Let's see if I can find that. Yeah, I don't see it. It didn't come through as a super chat. Did not come through. However, we can talk about it. Anything Doge he does is for that purpose. It's just for fun. He likes the memes. He likes the joke. He thinks it's funny. That's all. He just thinks it's funny. All these multi-billion-dollar companies have to do is buy up all the Bitcoin or Doge and make trillions. If they could, couldn't they? Especially with Bitcoin. Any thoughts on Doge, Elon? No. Again, that was a token from last cycle. Can you make money on it? Sure, you probably can, but again, that's a 4-year-old token now. Not really interested. Good morning, Blue Horse. Welcome. Oh, you went back and watched what I said about Doge all-time high versus Bitcoin all-time high and what Doge needs to do? Waiting for that next big catalyst. Waiting for that catalyst. I don't own any GST. Not in my portfolio. I just actually found out about it. And I probably should have known about it, but The green Satoshi token, GST. But good luck. Again, it's on Sol, Radium. You can buy it on Coinbase, which is great that they got listed on Coinbase. I don't know how. But yeah, good luck. Bitcoin, still going to go for my circle. Yeah. I know. I mean, your Pepe story is extraordinary. Bull run. You got in at a great time. And you had the conviction in it that I didn't. But I have my Jasmine. So you have a feeling that the coin you buy will go down. Not if you watch me. You shouldn't have that feeling. No guarantees, but I'm still 4-year cycles. We're here, but we still have this to go. These next big pumps. It's happened in 2017. It happened in 2021, and we're not even to 2025 yet. And that's still what I'm looking for. At least through January 20th, going to see what happens. I mean, that's just the first thing. 2025 is a long year. It's a long year. Yeah, it was Steppen, STEPN, and you had to buy GST tokens before you could use the app, where that other one, you didn't have to. You could just earn the tokens, but that ended up pretty much crashing in price as well. Sweatcoin, that was the other one, was Sweatcoin. Nope. Everything goes up, everything goes down. It's just the timing that makes the difference. And we think that the overall trend in cryptocurrency is going to be up as every 4-year cycle plays out, because that's how it's been so far. I just think it's more of an arc, not a straight line. And the arc slows down the increases by percentage every 4 years, which is why I say Ali's chart of $18 Dogecoin in this cycle is no good. You need to arc. You need to arc your map there. So Doge has gone up 10% this month. No, it hasn't. Dogecoin for the month of December is down. It's down 4% in December as of now. So Doge is negative in the red right now in December. So we got to turn that around. Got to turn that around. You tried the sweat coin, wasn't very good. I think that's what most people figured out. Unless you got awarded some pre-mined or airdropped sweat tokens, it wasn't worth buying, and you weren't making much on your daily runs or walks or whatever. I kind of agree. ADA. Yeah, maybe ADA is still considered undervalued. It just, some people just think Charles Hoskinson is just deplorable and just some people still think it's a project who should have already taken off, but because they just keep slowly grinding away. I listened to an X Spaces where Elon was asked if he would be the first trillionaire in Doge, and he responded yes. He loves that stuff. It's all a joke. It's just a joke to him. You cannot take anything Elon says, seriously. That's what Robinhood indicated, so that means most definitely we're overdue for a run. Alts are cooling down, gearing up for the next leg up. I agree with that. But we also have this leverage stuff that still happens, which is why Bitcoin's going to be in this white circle here later tonight, I think. Going to take it out. Can you take it out? I don't know, Akash. Where do you live? Are you in the United States or are you in some other country? %10 over the last 30 days. Okay, so you're going back to the middle of November. Yeah, you can look at that here. And we can go to 30-day percentage. We can add that. Give me that 30. Hello. Columns. 30. Apply changes. Why won't it do it? Maybe I take that one off. Oh, I need to move it. There we go. 30 days. Dogecoin up 10%. You're right. Up 10% in the last 30 days. Look at XRP up 120% in the last 30 days. Yep. Still in the green, but then it's just about everything is. So oh, here we go. Red candles coming up. Bitcoin's going to be down here. Remember, 105, 290 is the target. It's going to get it. It's going to get it. An excess fan. Yes. I like the earlier stuff better. The Shabu Shaba album is awesome. That's right before they hit it big. I love that stuff. You told us December is usually down, so not surprised. Just sitting it out, enjoying. Yeah, that was Santa rally. Yeah. The Santa rally between Christmas and New Year's last 4 years have not been good for Dogecoin. Not been good. Yeah, CoinMarketCap. Did I say that wrong? That's CoinMarketCap. I don't know why it didn't show, but there we got it figured out. So we got the 30-day thing on there now. Aave, big fan. Ondo, I've not invested in, but I do have a chunk of Aave. $400 Aave, very nice. Very nice. It's time to short. No. Liquidations, yes. So yeah, if you time it right, bull run, you could short down to the liquidation price and then close out your short, book your profit, and then off you go. Sally's Dream gifted a membership, and who got it? Carlin Hood. Carlin Hood, welcome to the family. Gift via Sally's Dream. Thank you for your generosity, Sally's Dream. Appreciate it. Merry Christmas, Mark. Yeah, so earlier we looked at, again, we covered this article here where Bitcoin rallies to a new high and Doge is just kind of going sideways with some slight losses. and why the difference was. We covered that near the beginning. Trading volume is down big. We're just kind of in this zone here, just going sideways. So we covered all of that, where the support is. And then we went to this article where we talked about Dogecoin all-time highs and what could get there. And it requires a catalyst. So we talked about the word catalyst, what that means. And that would be that historically, Dogecoin's significant price movements have been driven by sudden surges in retail interest, often sparked by social media trends or rumors, potential use cases like payments on X, or actually something happening with Doge. Definitely gets it to spike as well. So that's what we were talking about earlier about Doge all-time high. So that's why I had it in the thumbnail, because we know Bitcoin hit a new all-time high this afternoon at 107,826. But this big run that Bitcoin went on to a new all-time high, Doge kind of went up, but it was a much smaller percentage. Adam, you forgot to ask back during the tax stream, are you also adding in your purchases or just sells? I put all my purchases on my spreadsheets just to log them. It only becomes an issue for taxes when you actually make the sale. So whatever I don't sell in 2025, I'll just make a new tab for the next year, and everything else I'll clear off because I already sold it and I already claimed it on taxes, so I don't need it on my spreadsheet anymore. It's going to simplify my spreadsheet by so much next year because I'll only have maybe 4, maybe 5 cryptos left, and everything else will be gone. But yeah, on my spreadsheet, I've got every purchase on my spreadsheet because you never know when you're going to sell it. So I logged it all. Liquor stores close at 10 by state law. Get your drinks in early. Get your drinks in early. They stop selling at 8. I'm usually not out at night looking for liquor. Yeah, how many were around during the hard days? Not a lot. Yeah, Rick Astley. You're in the same town. Algo is hurting big time. Doge better than XRP, better than Litecoin, better than Bitcoin. Wow, Muzaffar. You've got Bitcoin way down the list there. Aha. MTB. Long time no see. Welcome back. On Robinhood, I'll sell into, well, it's cash, right? US dollars are cash. Because then the buying power on Robinhood, I'm in Robinhood Gold, so then I continue to earn interest until eventually I pull it off to my bank. And on Coinbase, I'll be selling to USDC on Coinbase because I earn interest on Coinbase. So on those sales, those profits will stay there for a little while, earning interest until I pull that off. So that's how I'm doing it. I want to keep making money. I don't want it just sitting there not doing anything for me. It all adds up. It all adds up. Yep, Ryan was here. I created my own spreadsheet. It looks just like this one. This is the one for our, this is the one for the KrissPax DCA portfolio that I use. So here's the Jasmy we bought here between July 14th and September 20th. And our average price here is actually lower. It's 0.0036. So we turned $510 into $6,000 of Jasmine. But yeah, this is my own spreadsheet that I made, and it's available for anyone who joins my Patreon. If you join my Patreon, this spreadsheet is there and you can have it. And then you can just, all the formulas are there, and all you do is just change out the coins you bought and when you bought it, what price, etc. And you can have this spreadsheet too. You were looking, but you couldn't find me. Here I am. I've never smoked cigarettes. Never have. My mother was a big time smoker, and I grew up in a house full of smoke. The smoke smell and everything was all over my clothes, and I was like, I'm not going to live like that. So I haven't. The few times I tried, it was like the smoke in my lungs just caused me to wheeze, and it's like, yeah, I'm not going to do this. Forget that. So I hope your health is okay. My mother did die of lung cancer. And she said when she was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, she said, yep, I did this to myself. That's all I can say about that. Potato. I think we'll have a small pump. It's not going to be a giant one before the end of this year. I'm looking more for next year for the big pumps. Gavin, my content and not financial advice helped you through the hard days. NFA. That's right. Exactly. Checking accounts, and you're safe in your basement. Yep. The money just loses value, inflates away. Well, that's a bad attitude to have, bad attitude to have. You got to change that around. Change that around. Bull Run is moving to Mars. Good luck in Mars. I don't think you can trade crypto in Mars. It's a little far. It's a little far. Yeah, why don't you go to Texas? That's not too far for you. You guys should just move over to Texas. See you, Jack. Bitcoin getting closer to my circle. You can feel it like a magnet, right? It's just pulling in the price. In fact, I could put a magnet on here, right? It's up here. Right? Oh, I had to turn it before I placed it. There we go. Right? It's like the circle. It's like a magnet just pulling the candles right into my circle to flush out that leverage. That's what's happening. No, the circle is here because that is where the big money is, 105,290. That was the brightest yellow on the heat map. It was right in that circle. So I don't follow Verge MTB, so I don't know about it. Yee, Texas, Ryan says. Your mom was a heavy smoker too? Yep. Yeah, and the price of cigarettes now too. It's not cheap. Put a magnet on the Doge chart up at $2. still have my rocket out there. We're still waiting on the rocket. Where'd the rocket go? There it is. I had it closer, but I had to move it on the bigger time frame. But the rocket is still there on the Doge chart. My father actually smoked a pipe. Can you imagine the pipe? He said the pipe on the corner of his mouth. But he just did that like on a Friday or a Saturday, like once a week. He did not smoke the rest of the week, anything. It was just kind of a relaxing thing on the weekend that he did. Was, yeah, social pipe, exactly. That's what he did. Just kind of a relaxing thing on the weekends. That was my dad. Dogecoin to 48 cents, Redskins. Let's go. Let's go. Exactly. The sideways movement is killing me, man. Yep, y'all know. Isn't that classic, Ryan? Pipe smoking. That was my dad. Yep. Pipe smoking. He also used to shine his own shoes, and he had his own shoe shine kit. And I still have that. I kept the shoe shine kit just as a memory. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing. Right. Back when tobacco wasn't cancer. It was real. Yeah. Dad was a good guy. Yep. Dad was a good guy. I have a link below to Patreon to join. Should be in the link below. Yeah. I'm just KrissPax on Patreon. And there I am on Patreon. And so I've got the spreadsheet for tracking crypto buys is available when you join. That was the only way I could really share it. So it's on Patreon. I know a guy who always had a cigar in the corner of his lip. He had a big brown stain on the corner of his mouth. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. Yeah, it was my great-grandparents that emigrated to USA from Norway, came to the Chicago area. I've never been to Norway. I've been to Europe many times. More Italy, more south, but I've also been to the Netherlands, been to Germany, been to France, but I've never been up in Scandinavia. I'm Norwegian by heritage. Your dad's crazy? That makes sense, Ballrun. That does make sense. I want to travel. So expensive now. Well, again, that was one of my other goals, right? So I make millions of dollars in crypto. I buy a house for us that's all paid off, no mortgage. And the leftover money is for fun, for traveling. No worries, right? That's my goal. Rotterdam is where I went. I was about a week in Rotterdam working on an architecture project, actually. I've been through Schiphol a couple other times, but and that was to go to The Hague So I've also been to The Hague as well. And that was another project I worked on, was in The Hague. The Rotterdam one wasn't a project actually in Rotterdam. It was here in the States, but the architect was in Rotterdam. And I had to go straighten them out, tell them how to do things right for the United States, because I was the coordinating architect. So, and then we went to Delft and somewhere else, just as a little relaxation with our hosts there. Beautiful country. Flights out of Canada are all really expensive. Wow. Yep, I believe it. I believe it. Doge all-time high, 73 cents. Still Dogecoin's all-time high. We're not there yet. What will it be next year? Oh, that's what you mean. Well, you have to wait till January 1st. That's when I'm going to do my 2025 price prediction video. Someone named Tour de France is 25% Norwegian and 75% Iraqi. Interesting name, Tour de France. I know Bull Run, aren't I? Say is my most underrated cryptocurrency. You missed that earlier. My most underrated cryptocurrency is Say. Because Say and Sui used to be like really close, and Sui took off, but Say hasn't yet. So that's why I think Say has potential. Travel, do job on laptop or phone. Well, for me, it's just going to be keeping up with my social media because I won't be working anymore. I will not be working anymore. Oh yeah, the Ferrari too. Thank you, Ron. That Ferrari might just remain a dream. Unless like something completely crazy happens and I still have all this crypto when that crazy thing happens. And I'm like super mega rich, but I don't see that happening. Yeah, Liam, the mobile legend. Right now, I'm looking at a strong 38% support right now for Doge, so I'm not worried. Not worried. The Dutch architects are okay. Yes. Hey, Victor. Not much up, but about 75% in a year, including in traditional stocks. I believe the 4-year crypto cycle. Dow Air feel almost 100% we're all going to be up. Why do I feel? You've been listening to me too long about 4-year cycles. I just follow the patterns, and it just means we're going to be going up in 2025 higher than we are now. So I'm still being patient. I never went into Amsterdam itself. Just Schiphol and then onto the train. So I've never been in Amsterdam. Delft was beautiful. Yeah. I'm too old for a Ferrari. I'm not getting a boat. Absolutely not. You drove past Boston earlier today and you waved? I'm an architect, Tyler. Still working away as an architect, at least for a little while more before I retire. I'll be done with that. A Shiba Ferrari. Or Ferrari. Yeah. AVAX. Yep. We'll see how that takes off. It hasn't really affected the price yet. Still $49. Not great. But yeah, AVAX will take off again too, like most alts will. What number does Bitcoin have to go to? So it's 105,290. 105,290. It's not that far from here. So from here, it's about, let's call it 0.7%. So for Doge, it's not much. Doge at 0.7% would be just under 40 cents. 39.9. 39.9. No Pax coin. Not doing it. Did you go through those gut feelings first cycle? Yeah, it was the great unknown. Because everything was just going crazy with Dogecoin. Just unbelievable trading. I had no idea what was going to happen. Now I'm a lot more understanding. A lot more understanding now. To be an architect in the Netherlands, you need to study at least 8 years. Yeah, they had a lot of young architects there who were studying under this world-renowned architect who were from other countries. They weren't Dutch. They were from other countries doing internships there. And they just hardly knew anything. That's why it was so difficult working with them. Yeah, a $1 a Jasmine. I'll take that. That would be awesome. Then I would have $3 million. Of course, $1 million of that would go for taxes. So that means $2 million. The taxes just gone. I did like Netherlands very much. Come back someday. The newer Ferraris are so easy to drive, get in and out. Yep. Are the cycles going to change? That's the unknown, because they could. Pro-crypto administration, strategic Bitcoin reserves, like that could definitely change the cycles. But so far up to now, the cycle has played out pretty much like I predicted. And I feel like most of the cryptos I got in at good prices. I'm up very decent in percentages in profit. So it's playing out very well. What's going to happen after 2025? I have no idea. Is 2026 still going to be a bear market? Is it going to be a big, like 60, 70, 80% drop in crypto prices? That's the unknown. I just have said since I started this that I am not going to be holding all my crypto through 2026. So our goal was 2025, take profits, buy house. Chainlink VC. We looked at this before. So my target for taking profits was $36 because that was based on these two peaks in late 2021. So, and again, this line was drawn when Chainlink was down here at like $7 or $8. Now it's at $28. And 36 really isn't that far away, but that's still a profit-taking line. Its all-time high is up here at $53. At this point, can it double in price? I think with the upcoming, rest of the bull run, that could be in play. So, yeah, Chainlink may see its previous all-time high, which was in May of 2021. That would be doubling in price from here. So that's in play. Definitely in play. The other day, someone was asking me for, 10x coins from here. And I'm just like, no. You're too late for 10x coins. The time to get into coins, if you want to see a 10x, was a year and a half ago. So the Hawk thing is not a coin, it's a token, and it's a joke. The cycle is not more dramatic. Well, specifically not for Doge, not yet, because we don't know what's going to happen with Doge. But right now, it's still on track following 2020 into 2021. What happens at 105,290? That is this liquidation chart here we looked at for Bitcoin. That's this bright yellow line here. Actually, you know what? Someone closed out a big trade. We still have 105,313, still has $170 million. At 105,313, still pretty close to the same, but that's what it is. It's this leverage down here on Bitcoin that I think the price is going to dip down and it's going to take out a bunch of this leverage, specifically the yellow line. So that's why I was saying 105,290 came from that. I didn't look at Filecoin. I don't follow it. You want XRP to dip down lower so you can buy more? Yeah, I don't know. Ever since I called it a stable coin, I'm way off on XRP now. So, sure, if it goes down to like $2.34, that would be pre, that little spike it had today. Something around there. Bindi made it to Australia. Well, happy Tuesday to you in Australia. Alex, yeah, you sold all your Doge. You got ETH. You got ETH. At what price would you get out of Doge if it wasn't looking good? I don't want to think about that, Derek. No, I just don't want to think about that. Right now, I'm geared toward January 20th. Bitcoin could wick down to 95K. It could. If things got nasty enough and they decided to totally drop it, it could. I think the sentiment is just really good right now. So you really want me to look at Verge? All right. I don't know if I've ever looked at this before. Have I? There's no marks on my chart, so I've never looked at this. So Verge looks like there was some crazy thing that happened in 2021, but essentially the high is 3.7. Let's put that as this. 3.7. It recently spiked up to 2.1. Now it's 1.3. So that doesn't look that much different than Jasmine's chart, actually, because Jasmine had that same kind of run up to 5.5 and then dip down. It's very close. But can it do 4x from here? No, it wouldn't be a 4. It would be a 3x from here. Well, certainly this would have been a great buy right here before election. up 300%. But to do another 300%, I don't know. Again, I don't know what this project is, XVG. I don't know what it does, but when it moves, it certainly likes to move, doesn't it? It does like to move. Why is Doge considered an altcoin? It has its own blockchain, Carlin Hood. Doge has its own blockchain and is a proof of work cryptocurrency, which makes it a coin. Litecoin is also a coin. It has its own blockchain, also a proof of work cryptocurrency. So those are coins. Tokens are things like Pepe and Sheeb. Even ETH is a token. Solana is a token. Those aren't coins. I'm still in that range, Blue Horse, 60 to 69 cents. I'm being very positive. It's looking less likely as we're now on the 16th, halfway through. I will not to admit to anything dealing with marijuana was offered. But nice question. Nice question. You're still holding LimeWire? Are they waiting for like illegal song downloads again? I remember LimeWire back in the day. Yeah, well, you know, Bitcoin goes up and it goes down. It goes up, it goes down. It's not done yet. It's just waiting for the right time. The magnet is still there. You know, it kind of does this little swoop, and now it's going to turn around and whoop, there it goes. Won't go straight down. We'll see. I don't know, Ryan. I don't follow it. I know it's legal for medicinal use, recreational use, maybe. I don't follow that. Not interested. I need a stronger magnet. Yeah, we'll just make it bigger. Okay, there we go. How's that? Is that better? We'll just make it bigger. Just get it over with, right? It's like just peel the bandage off, right? Just get it over with. Take out that $117 million. Just no. Doge has its own blockchain, Carlin Hood. It's based off of a fork off of Litecoin. The history is Litecoin, which was made off of Bitcoin. And then there was a thing called Lucky Coin that was made off of Litecoin. And then Billy made this thing called Bells from Lucky Coin. Bells was his first proof of work cryptocurrency that he made off of that Animal Crossing game. Just a fun thing. He released it out into the world and nobody cared. Because Animal Crossing, like who really cared about that, right? And then he saw the Jackson Palmer post about Dogecoin, and he contacted Jackson and said, hey, I can make this real for you, like a real Dogecoin. And Jackson was like, let's do it. The rest is history. Dogecoin has its own blockchain, separate from Litecoin. Now, they are merge mined together, and that was a deal that they made, the Doge and Litecoin communities made in 2014, where you merge mine together, and that helps the security of both coins. So if your miner is configured right, you can actually gain both Litecoins and Dogecoins while mining. But they're still separate blockchains. It's about $117 million, not a mass liquidation, but based on where things are. I think that D symbol is better for Doge. Yeah. Bruce, thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right, that's what we got for tonight, gang. Thanks for stopping in. 40-cent Doge still. Again, I think it's still going to drop down 39.9 while Bitcoin goes and does its thing here into the circle. Most likely going to happen. Just looking at charts, looking at data, most likely that's what's going to happen. But it's a real short-term thing. It's all still going to go higher, I believe. I hope everyone has a good evening, and we'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.